After that, guys.
If I could ever say this for a topic on this show, allegedly. Allegedly. Russell Brand is in another, not saying another, he's in a controversy.
Yeah.
If you follow Russell Brand podcast, you would see that he's been on a kind of journey away from the wild boy to a more even keel man, wants to learn things. He wants open-minded guy, peaceful man. He's becoming that. Over the last 10 years, he started to become that. As of recently, as my man Andy, he's allegedly in a controversy. Now, we don't know if this is true or false, but the reality of things is we would be doing a disservice to you if we didn't at least talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. He's
Or
being
fact
canceled.
check.
He's being canceled. Maybe it's right. Maybe it's wrong. We don't know. But the reality of things is there's a controversy going on. Talk to me, Andy.
All right, I got you guys. Here we go. Pretty much it's about Russell Brand is facing allegations of rape, sexual assault, and physical and emotional abuse following the joint investigation by UK media outlets. So let's go on. Let's see. The comedian 48 was recently accused of rape, sexual assault, physical and emotional abuse by 5 different women, according to a joint investigation by the Sunday Times, the Times, and the UK Current Affairs Show Dispatches. On September 16th, the media outlet reported that the alleged incidents transpired between 2006 and 2013 when Brand was a presenter for BBC Radio 2 and Channel 4. And a Hollywood film actor. Of the 5 women, 4 remain anonymous, and 1 was 16 at the time of the incident. Allegedly.
Okay, so I'm going to go to Rudy first, and we'll go to Brittany. I'm going to zigzag it. How many? 5? 5? 4 are anonymous.
4 anonymous, and 1 was 16. That's all we know.
I think that's where the problem starts. Let's go all the way back to the beginning. If you're going to cancel this man, because I think he got demonetized on YouTube. If you're going to touch this man's bread legally, right? YouTube loves to do that. They love to mess with people's bread.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to do that, I would wait for people to actually come out and not stay anonymous. That's why we encourage women. If something happened to you, come out, go do a report, go do stuff like that. This is where I get very scared as a man that a woman could just say anything they want about me. They might not like me.
Yeah.
Because Russell Brand's becoming that. I'm friends with Jordan Peterson, friends with Joe Rogan.
Yep.
He's becoming that guy, even keel man. What's to say that an ex-girlfriend, an ex-person, a person that saw him, who had an interaction with him could say, oh, I don't like Russell Brand. Let me say something and remain anonymous.
Yeah.
That's where I get scared as a man, because that's very dangerous. Rudy, talk to me. Let's do layers, because we got men in here, and then Brittany will balance the ship out before it flips.
Yeah.
Layer number 1. I don't like you. No, I'm just playing. But do you get it, though? Like, I mean, come on, dude. But in reality, I'm with Ralph. It's kind of scary, bro, how a woman could be like one, like, for example, we're
She
all
likes
adults.
you 1 week.
Well, see, like, for example, we're all adults here, so I'm gonna talk about something more of an adulty. Again,
Okay.
viewer discretion advised.
Explicit warning. Good job.
explicit
Good
warning.
stuff. Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk about something. So another thing, bro. Like, we're all adults. Say that allegedly, you meet a woman, y'all have consensual intercourse, and eventually everything goes wrong, and she just says, "Well, you know what?
You guys are children.
Well, yeah, very." Well,
We're having
Very-
a conversation
religious.
right now.
Good,
They're
good, good job,
Go
Rudy. Go,
ahead,
go,
go
good
ahead.
job.
But
ahead.
then somebody
Go
says
ahead.
what? They say, what is she? What stops her from turning around and saying, "You know what was consensual then, but now I'm thinking about it. It's grape." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good stuff, Rudy. Good stuff.
And
I love that,
What,
Rudy.
That
what
good
would
stuff, yeah.
happen? What stops somebody from doing that? Again, he is not being charged with these charges. If I believe so, it's all accusations.
Right.
He's not
Which
being
is
charged.
apparently
yet.
that's more than enough for YouTube to take his
Oh,
bread
but-
away, which is
Oh.
And
not
which,
good.
like I said, this is where I want to. This is where I'm coming. Again, if he's wrong, shame on you, bro.
Yeah.
That is wrong, bro. That is wrong in so many levels, especially with a 16-year-old, my guy. Come on, dude. Disgusting.
Better than that.
Number two. But if he's not wrong, and like again, that's where you gotta. That's where we gotta stop and be like, hey, bro, a man is not guilty until he's proven in court. You know what I mean?
He's
you know what I'm
not
talking-
guilty until proven innocent. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
that. You're right.
But
You're
you
so
get-
right.
But you get what I'm saying, though,
Oh,
right?
100%. You're
Yeah.
so
Until
right.
you go to, in our reality, so then the guy say that these accusations are false. He's already lost X amount of things, bro.
Yeah.
Or give
Yeah.
me lose $1 million, especially with I think he's got
well,
tons of
then
subscribers.
Everybody's like, well, then he could just sue. You know how long a lawsuit takes, guys?
How much money
Yeah.
he'll lose in the
Ooh.
lawsuit?
That's
Bro.
so true. Paying lawyers, retainers,
lawyers,
all that. Yeah.
And then with no income,
Yeah.
and nobody's gonna hire you because you have
that
again
you're blacklisted. as of
Allegedly,
now. Yeah.
essay,
allegedly,
essay,
There you
right?
go. That's a good word.
Alleged essay, right?
Essay. But like I said, guys, if he is wrong, shame on you, brother.
Right.
Yeah.
Shame on you, man. Again, bro. I say it again. You're an idiot in some of your shows, but
I mean, but I would say
he's funny though.
We saw him. He was very wild, right? Coming up,
Yeah.
which you said 2006, 2013.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the years that he was wild. Then, like as like the last 4 or 5 years, he's becoming a person he's doing his podcast, having more conversations, learning more things, becoming more of an adult in the room. I guess
growing up a little bit.
Growing up a little bit, right? So we don't know where he's at in his personal journey, but that's a good layer.
Yeah.
Talk to me about this, Britt.
So these accusations are coming up from like the past.
His
or what?
past, yes, from the 2006 to 2013.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. It is like, I don't want to say like, I don't even know what I want to say at this point. I feel like it could be possible.
Yo,
right?
for
I'm
sure.
just gonna say that.
100%.
Okay.
Hollywood's a wild place.
Yeah.
Okay, it could be possible from the timeline because he was a wild guy at the time.
Yes, for
Right.
sure.
Wild boy.
I don't know if he's working on like atoning for all these things or what, because he's like becoming one with nature all of a sudden.
Well, I know
like
back
that.
then when he was in that time frame, he was addicted. He was addicted to drugs and he was addicted to alcohol. So
Yeah,
it
so
was
yeah,
a
it
different
makes sense.
person
Yeah,
that
it
we're
makes sense.
seeing now, and so you do dumb things when you're not in your right
Not
mind,
sober,
right?
yeah.
But again, that's not to knock him down and say it's okay to do those things.
No,
You weren't thinking in your right
it's
mind.
not
That's
to
not right
justify
at
it.
Yeah,
all.
for sure.
It's not to justify if
It
he
just
really
gives it
did
layers.
these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just gives it layers.
If he
Like an
really
onion.
did these things that he's being accused of, then we're not trying to justify it.
No, of course not.
Shame on you, like Rudy
Hell
said. In no way are we trying to be like, oh, okay, he's a
No.
changed person.
No.
We
No.
are
For sure.
all Christians. We do believe in forgiveness.
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure. That's good.
So I mean, if he is trying to find like a new path now and for his past sins, then I mean, all the power to him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm again not justifying what he might
might have
Allegedly
done,
have
yeah.
done.
I do believe though that not everyone is guilty of these things, because as a woman, I'm gonna say it, as
That's
a
good.
woman,
Love it. Come on, Britt.
I do know that I have women privileges.
What's women privilege?
And when
Explain
I say
that, break that down.
I
Oh, you
do
better
know
stop.
that if I were
You ain't
to,
canceled?
I want to hear it. Go on, Britt.
man, I might get canceled
Brittany,
as a
you'll be fine.
woman.
Brittany, I got bulletproof vest in the back. Don't worry about it.
It's
I
upstairs.
do
I'm not
know,
gonna let
and
you
I
get
do
the
believe that if I were to go
Oh,
to a police officer right now and say,
For sure.
so and so sexually assaulted me,
Yeah.
For sure.
they would
They would believe
100%
you.
believe me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And what if I was a malicious person
That's
and I just said, I don't like that person. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
I'm
that
gonna
about them.
ruin some
But
stuff.
the truth is, there are a lot of women like that in the world. I'm not saying all women, but
Yeah.
there are a lot of bitter women out there that are unhappy, or they want someone else to be unhappy because they don't want to be with them, or whatever, vice versa, whatever the
Yeah.
issue may be. There are a lot of women out there, and a lot of men too.
Yeah.
So I
That's
can't
so
knock
true.
that down and
Yeah,
say
I'm with
just
you on
straight
that.
up women. There are men out there that are toxic just as much.
Can I
mean-
add something just real quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to capitalize on what Brittany said, guys. Yes, we believe in forgiveness, but we also believe that for every choice that we make does have consequences.
That's
'cause
right.
that is part of the
Responsibility,
That's right.
pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, we're not those people that say like, "Hey, for Christ, we're all if they all I do is just
All your sins
you
are
know,
forgiven.
yeah,
That's it.
like,
Yeah.
No,
No,
Yeah.
you gotta remember there's consequences, to
Especially
every
for
action.
crimes.
That's right. You
Alleged
have to
crimes.
atone for what you've
Mhm.
done.
The word
if
of
you've
God
done
says
it.
that God is not mocked. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? You also sow what you reap. So just
Right.
remember that.
Yeah.
Reap what you sow. Sorry.
I mean, going back to that whole like situation where I was saying if I were to go and speak to someone and tell them that another person did these things to me, the reason I bring that up is because there's a perfect example of it, the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case.
Oh,
Amber
yes,
Johnny.
dude.
I
Shout out to
mean,
Johnny. He
perfect
won first
example
win
of
for
it,
the man.
But look at all he lost before
Bro.
that.
Oh, for sure. Finger. Lost a finger.
And
I mean,
Disney.
no, but, like, all the-
Pirates of the
Pirates of the
Caribbean.
Yeah,
Dude,
all
he
the
is
roles
bad,
he
bro.
lost because of it, and that's what's happening to Russell Brand because we don't know what's going on. Everyone's
We don't know the
painting
truth yet. Yeah.
this horrible picture of him, and what if he's
Yeah.
losing all these deals?
But
and
nobody cares. No. I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I mean. It is what it is. But
Especially if Russell Brand is talking about important things. Because, I mean, I heard a
Right.
podcast he was talking about male responsibility. I was like, good for you, dude. Like,
That's
shout out
fire.
to you. Like,
Yeah, that's
Wow.
and you know people don't like that nowadays.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
So what you're saying, Britt, is as a woman with great power comes great responsibility.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
Right.
Andy,
Yep.
give me layers. Give me layers. Talk about this.
on that, I agree. I completely agree with Britt. Like, women have so much power in their words and what they accuse people of doing and what they have done to them. I believe that men should just be as wise, and whoever you get with or whoever you're hanging out with, be mindful of who they are and think about that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, because some people are a certain way sometimes, some people are not. They're different in a different light. So always be mindful as a man
That's
because
good. That's a layer.
Because men, you know, we are a lot smarter than what we think, and a lot of us try to play it dumb or act cool or whatever. And the truth is, there's always something, a hidden agenda sometimes that we don't think there is. And the truth is, it is going on. So always be mindful who you're hanging around with, who you're with, no matter what you're doing or who you're doing it with. Just remember that always take care of yourself and your life in the end of the day, all the time.
And the reason I bring up
That's so
like
good.
that powerful like player card as a woman,
For sure.
the reason I'm saying it is because like
It's the truth.
yeah, for one, it's the truth, and
It's the
two,
truth, man.
like it. Well, first of all, it's not only women, but we are an untraditional world, right?
Yeah, for
we
sure,
are in an
for sure.
untraditional world
In this
today.
time.
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
for
modern
sure.
But
days, yes.
without realizing it, we have traditional standards, kind of like
In a
built
non-traditional
in our
world.
mind without realizing it, right?
That's true.
Yes.
That's good. That's good layer.
And when I say that whole like power of the woman, that is kind of traditional in a sense that
Um,
that
yeah, tell me.
When it comes
men
to believing,
feel the need
yeah.
to protect women.
Oh, for
Yes.
sure. That's so true.
That's
totally.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
100%.
Okay, so and that's everywhere. Whether someone is a feminist or whatever, she's still gonna seek the protection of a man.
I would say even the man that's not a feminist, when I hear that, my first initial deal is to defend. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm like, oh, yes, defend the woman.
Yeah.
So then it goes back to this thing, question to ask. There's a difference between believing all women and hearing all women. All women should be heard.
Yes.
Not all women should be
Mm,
believed until
I
proven,
agree.
like you said, instant until
Yes.
proven guilty.
Right.
Andy, give me layers.
On that one, I couldn't agree more with you, Ralph. Again, there's a lot of women out there that cry wolf. I'm not saying all, because it does happen, and that is the truth. And I feel sorry for if you've gone through that. That's very tough, and I hope that nobody has to ever go through that. But there are a lot of women that cry wolf because they're mad at the man because he moved on or whatever. He didn't want you no more.
Oh,
whatever
don't like
it
the
is.
don't like the new woman.
Yeah,
in
I
his
don't
life.
like the new
yeah.
woman. I want to ruin his life, whatever. And like I said, it goes both ways, man, because there are men just like that. So I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
knock down just the chicks. The men are at it too.
For
So
sure.
we just have to remember that no matter what you do, always be mindful of the partner that you choose or who you're with. Because deep down, you'll figure out little knickknacks that they're doing or little comments they make or whatever. Like, what's that or what's this? Like I said, it goes both ways, guys. So
Yeah.
just be mindful who you're with and what you're doing, man, because there are people out there that'll ruin your life for nothing.
So the deal is this, bro. Yeah, it's hard, dude. It's very hard to believe women that are remaining anonymous. Like I said something, I walked out, said something, and I ran back into the shadows. It's super hard for me to be like, we want to believe you, we want to defend you,
Right.
but we don't even know who you are. You just
Right.
ran back into hiding. So what is that? How does that work? You know what I mean?
It does- it does-
They put Harvey Weinstein away for his essay against all those women,
Right.
but all the women had to come out.
Right.
They had to really stand their ground and do their thing. So
Yeah.
it's super hard. Rudy, give me layers to that. It was 5 women, right?
Yes.
4 of them anonymous.
Yes.
Did one of them stay?
One came forward.
One
with their
came
name,
forward.
yes.
So good for her.
Yeah.
Go on, Ru.
I guess the hard part is that, I mean, in our reality, people, I mean, again, I hope the people that are on this case, as far as like detectives or whoever's taking over this case,
Yeah.
I hope they really, really do look into this.
If
Get
it's even
evidence,
become a case
hard
first.
evidence, because this is like a man's life.
Yes.
So it has to be proven, again, it has to be without reasonable doubt. And that's the hard part. Nowadays, even though they say without reasonable doubt, you're still going to get like with questionable doubt, they'll still lock you up.
Yeah.
But little do they know, like you're ruining somebody's life. Again, it's kind of hard to where you say, hey, this man did this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Okay. Accusations, I get it. Let's
Yeah.
open up an investigation.
For sure. Yeah,
But
that's
let's
good.
let's
That's
not rob this man of everything that he has. Again, if he did it, we're not saying that he didn't or he did. We're just
Right.
saying like, hey, we can't always just go and yank somebody away from their life and tear their whole life down just because of one accusation, whether it can be good or true or false.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the hard
good.
part.
As far as
And-
I know, he's already lost 2 brand deals.
Not just that, girl.
Golly. That's millions,
like
bro.
that, man.
Like
Just
Ralph
like
said,
that,
they
bro.
already canceled his podcast, man.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't
Okay,
cancel,
so
but they
he-
demonetized it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
What, don't demonetize? Doesn't that mean cancel, right? In a
No,
way?
they just took away his ability to make money off of ads.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So he can
Pretty
post
bad.
for
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
rest
so
of
pretty
the
much he's over
You're
here
messing with the
talking
guy's
to
money.
people for
And the
free,
deal is
you know?
this, dude. It could potentially be a hit. Like, let's be real, dude. Some people don't even want you to open up a case, go to court.
Yeah.
People just want to take you down in the court of public opinion.
Right.
I mean, so that could be a thing. He could be guilty, he could be innocent. There's
Right.
also the layer. Brittany said maybe he did do this. Maybe he's reformed now. We don't know.
Well, I do know that Katy Perry was married to him during this time of like
Yeah.
craziness.
For sure. Yeah.
And she did come out once saying like, that being his spouse was very hard because
Oh yeah, heavy drug addiction,
Oh, yeah,
alcoholism,
he
the
was-
whole 9
yeah.
yards.
Yeah, I mean,
so-
Cheating,
being
yeah,
Yeah,
allegedly.
totally.
yeah, so I mean, I don't know if people are kind of like bouncing off of that
Maybe,
because
yeah.
of what
Maybe.
she
Possibly.
might have
But
said
Katy
or
Perry,
didn't say.
but Katy Perry looks like she'll beat them. To be honest, she looks like
got
she's
them
very
bug eyes,
aggressive.
like,
Yeah, she's
little
just like.
chicken
Oh.
eyes, got them
That
chicken
used to
eyes.
be Andy's celebrity crush for so
I used to love
long.
You
her.
want to hear
Used
me
to love
roar?
her.
Okay, vente pa acá.
Rar.
Roar.
He's like,
Échale pa acá.
but yeah, I
but
have
man,
heard that
yeah.
in the past she said, you know, he was a very wild man and,
Oh,
and it
for
was
sure,
hard
yeah,
to
for
be
sure.
his spouse. So who knows? Maybe she might back this if she gets wind of it.
Yeah,
Or,
For sure.
You know what I mean? Right now, though, she just sold her music rights to like 4 of her albums, so she's living life.
She's living large.
With that
Living it up, living it up.
252 million.
Got that money.
Are you serious?
Who,
Holy
Katy Perry?
smokes.
Benjamin,
Katy
baby.
Perry,
Ah.
yes sir,
Yeah.
yes
Katy
sir.
Perry, if you're watching this, are you
Be
looking
my
for?
sugar mama.
Come on, baby. I cook really good. I know how to make beef jerky.
I know how to make beef
I
jerky.
could even give you a haircut 'cause I know you got short hair now. I got your back. Give you a little pay. What's up? Wait a minute.
Any
know.
last
Yeah,
thoughts
yeah.
on this? This is interesting. Andy, any last thoughts?
Yeah, I feel like I said, all the viewers out there, of course, you have your own opinions. You want to put them in the comments, knock it out. But like I said, whether he did it or not, you know, only Russell Brand and those women will know. And at the end of the day, all that truth will come out. I'm sure they'll find it out on the phones. All the hopefully the cops do their job and they knock it out, and it all comes out to light. You know, well, if he did it, you know, that's horrible, man. Don't do that. If you
Shame
did
on
do
you.
it on the chicks, you know, man, please be better at that. You know what I mean? Don't be doing those things because you can literally ruin a man's life off of one sentence.
That's so true.
Forever. You know, not once,
Wow.
but forever. So that's all I got to say about that.
Britt, tell me. Last thoughts, girl.
I would like to add a little bit of context to this. What Andy was saying, like ruining a man's life, it does go both ways.
Yes.
A man can also ruin a woman's
That's
life.
true.
Totally.
Come
It's
on.
true.
with
It's
these
the truth.
accusations, but it's a little bit more common for men's life to get ruined by
Nowadays, yeah, especially
by
nowadays.
a scorned woman.
Because back in the day, let's be real, there was men that were like, I'm not gonna give a woman this job because she wouldn't, you know, date me. Weird things like
Yeah,
that.
no,
Yeah.
of course.
Mhm.
Do weird things. That's a real thing. That's
Allegedly.
Harvey Weinstein got
And
locked
it
up for a
happens-
reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
allegedly.
it happens till this
That's
day.
a real
like,
thing,
it
yeah.
happens everywhere.
Just
Yeah,
climb up
so-
the corporate ladder, date the right person, weird stuff
Dang.
like
yeah.
that.
See, that's weird,
Yeah.
bro.
That's a real
weird.
thing, though, Rue. Let's be
That's-
real,
it-
dude.
It
It's true.
is, and it always will be because people act like animals. Let's be real.
Ooh.
Sorry, I said what I
Ooh,
said.
Andy, make that face
I
again.
said what I said.
In the
Rue,
jungle,
talk to me.
the mighty
Hey,
Oh,
whoa.
wait,
No?
wait,
Let me get this copyrighted, bro. Get out of
I'm
here.
not singing that song. I'm singing my own song. Anyways, cold-blooded.
Rude, don't
Right
talk.
again.
I wasn't done, Rudy. Don't talk.
I'm sorry. Go.
Cut me off, Ralph.
Right, I say, Brittany, it's not even my fault this time, my guy. Like,
Go on. My bad. Go.
Hey, he's busting a Rudy in
I
that
know,
chair.
I'm
But he's
just
like,
like-
no, I want to talk to Andy.
I'm like, ah.
No, not you.
No, I'm gonna play Andy and just say I forgot what I said. Never mind.
Bet.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm gonna say what I say.
Never mind.
Yeah, going back to that whole like, you know, men can do it too. Women do have a lot of power.
Yes, you
Let's
do.
be real.
That's true.
And if Russell Brand did do it, I mean, I really hope that justice is served.
Mhm.
But do not take away from the man until the truth is
Comes
said.
out, yeah. It's super hard nowadays.
Sadly, that's not how the
Invest-
world works.
like-
yeah,
today.
it's super hard
That's not how
nowadays.
it
Yeah.
works.
But there needs to be like an investigation. You need to get to the bottom of it
but
before
as
you.
a company, as a $1 billion company,
Yeah.
anybody that all the deals that he's lost or whatever, they're not going to take the risk. It's
Yeah.
all about not taking risks.
It's all about
I
like
mean,
public opinion.
yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right. And so they're like, oh man, if he's into this, no, even if he's not, we're out.
Yeah.
It's so ugly to think that the world will take away and punish someone when
That's not even guilty yet.
when you're not even aware of like their sin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, Brittany.
That's all I gotta say. I know, and I'm doing
It's
like
so
the,
peaceful.
I'm doing like the little cross hands, like ee. No. I do think that
Yeah.
society shouldn't be like that. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
But it is.
But it is.
is like
Yeah, it
that.
is.
It's a sad
I
truth.
think that's
It's a sad
the
truth.
men in us that's just like, yeah, it's just the way it goes
Yeah,
sometimes, though.
That's just the way it is. Yeah.
Women are cold blooded.
Bruh, I'm telling you, bro. They're like tornadoes.
Don't clip that, Ralph.
I might.
I feel like he's gonna clip it.
If y'all want me to clip that, comment down below. Rudy, talk to me.
Hey, man.
Last thoughts on this.
Dude, you know what? I'm going to be real. Because Brittany's done going to lay it on thick for y'all already. Y'all ain't tripping out about that already.
Away with that
I don't
ice
know.
scene.
Anything I say is pretty much going to be irrelevant and just actually saying what she's saying is true. It's true, man. Hey, Russell, maybe if you did it, bro, shame on you, bro. But if you didn't, man, I'm sorry, bro. But it's the way life is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in our reality, like
I hope
people
you
are
have money saved up.
people are sheep, man.
Ooh,
I'm
yes.
being real. People are sheep, and they're continue to be sheep because they want to do. Well, I want to do what makes me feel good, and I feel like he's guilty because I didn't like the way he acted in Saving or whatever that movie was called. Something about
Saving Sir Marshall.
that
Yeah. Or
one.
Forgetting Sir Marshall.
Yeah, and I was like, well, you know what, dude? In our reality, bro, if you're innocent, man, I'm sorry. But if you're not, shame on you, bro. You shouldn't have done that. You're an idiot if you did it. And I don't care. The only way you're ever gonna atone for your sins is you gotta believe in the Lord and forgive yourself because as He forgives you. Now, another thing that I'm gonna say and I want to add on to it, man, guys, stop pointing fingers and accusations, please, both men and females, because in our reality, you could ruin a female and a man's life by just saying a couple of words.
Yeah.
Because words do carry power.
That's
the other
good.
thing I want to say is, Ralph, what you got next, my guy? Sorry, Ralph, any last words?
No. I mean, the thing that bugged me, I was I do it any.
Those guys some water,
Give me
man.
guys
He's
some
getting
water.
hot, bro.
The thing I was gonna say, dude, that again, women. My only thing to you guys is, if you're there, don't be anonymous, bro. Like, dude, there's so many people that are gonna back a woman that's
For sure.
been through
Oh
tragedy.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, of course.
For sure.
Like, there's so many people that are gonna back you. Like, why are you becoming anonymous unless there's something else going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Bean dip.
The world loves damsels.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Like you said,
Oh, man.
people want to say it.
That's
Like,
a nice cap.
people would love to, support women that have been through something, especially when been through a man that abuses his power. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Damsels in
So
distress.
if that one does hold up, good for her, standing her ground. But the only thing that really, like I
Messed
said,
it
that
up.
makes me nervous as a man
Yeah.
is that a woman can walk out of the dark, say something, and walk back into the dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, what if y'all just broke up and it didn't work out? It just didn't work
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean?
Better
It's like,
stop.
oh, I'm mad at him now because he's famous or something dumb like that.
Yeah.
So that's all my thing is. Y'all think about that. Do you have that video, Britt?
Of what?
Katy Perry. No, not Katy Perry. Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Who are
I don't.
Apparently, allegedly.